everybody, welcome back to JR Budgets, and welcome to December's cash stuffing for week 1. So I hope everyone has had a really good week and happy December. I can't believe we are like so close to Christmas. It's the end of November. Tomorrow is the 1st of December, which is mind-blowingly mad. But yeah, I can't believe this year has gone so quick. But let's go. Let's see what we are cash stuffing for today. So I have my usual 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 85, 95, 105, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. So that's 195. So then I have 210. Oh my god, I guess that's age 210, 215, 235, 255, and 50 makes €305 being cash stuffed this week. So let's get a nice little fan going of what we are doing. So €305 being cash stuffed this week. So I decided not to do, and I'll explain it along the way, but I decided not to do a count up for the end of, like condensing for the end of November, because I took a lot of stuff out of the binders this month, which I'll get through as I'm going through it. And I also added, I want to upgrade them, so I'll show you what I've done along the way. So starting in technology. So last week, so I've added some trackers and I've added in what I'm doing to the trackers. So technology, I had 190. So I actually bought something for Black Friday. So I've got some, like, it added it in wrong here, but I wonder can I cross it out potentially. Anyway, I got 2 new Ring cameras for outside. So I added that in here, and then I bought an app for my phone and then the corresponding app for my laptop. It's like a recipe manager app, so you can add like recipes to your phone. And like I've used it before, but they like since Apple updated, then it doesn't match the new one. So that's what I'm gonna do. I bought that. It was like one was like 15 and the other was like 4 or something like that. Or it was €20 in total anyway. So I am gonna add in 5 this week. So plus 5, which means I should have 25, and I do 10, 15, and 5. So I want to actually upgrade the envelopes as well, which I am actually in the process of doing. So potentially in the next video, I will have my envelopes updated. So eating out was another one that got some money taken out of it. So when I made these trackers, there was 105 in the envelope, and then I subsequently took out €35 for, I went to Nando's with my parents. We did like a mystery dining visit. So the balance that I had to pay for what I'll get back was €35. So I am adding in 5 this week. So we are going 30th of the 11th plus 5, which means I have 75. And is that correct? 20, 10, 20, 25, and 50 makes 75. So how's everyone's week been? Did you buy anything on the Black Friday sales? The only thing, as I said, I actually got was the cameras, the Ring cameras. So for outside, so we have them one out the back and one out the front. So it's handy that we can see what the crack is and what's going on. So health this week is going to get 5. So I'll add in 5 to that, and I can add that in here. So 30th of the 11th. Plus 5, so that should have 160, and we have 150 in the bank, and 5, 10, 15, 20, so it doesn't. So that has 170. And I'll take that 10 out and leave it there for now, because that shouldn't have that much in there. So I think I might have taken money out of the wrong envelope. We'll see what happens. I feel like this is like live TV where it's just going wrong. So cats this week should be getting 10. It should have 100. So 5, 10, 20, 30, and 50, and 50. So I actually took 75 out of that. So that is going to get 10 this week. So I can add in 10. So we push, the cats got their annual booster vaccines. So I paid half of that. So we're going to have 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, and 50 makes 110. And that is what is in the envelope. Clothing this week is not going to get anything, but it has 250, so it's going to stay at 250. So I didn't actually look at any clothing or anything for Black Friday sales. I didn't really look at anything really for Black Friday sales, so kind of like left it at that. So appliances then is going to get 5 this week. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, and 45. So we are 30th of the 11th, adding in 5, and 45 is correct. So yeah, I'm in the process of updating these envelopes. It'll probably be updated for the next week's video. Books this week is not going to get anything, but it has 15. I feel like that should have 20. I'm going to take that 5 and put it in here because I feel like it should have 20. So I'll add that into here. See, this is what's happening. I've just like trying to redo the envelopes, and I think I just took out the wrong money and put it back in the wrong places, but it is what it is. Gifts this week is going to get 10. So it has 120 already, and each of these is 20. So I'll leave it at the front. So the next time I put in 10 into that, I'll be able to color in another symbol. Home this week is going to get 10. So I'll add that in. So the 30th, adding 10, and it should have 50. So 20, 20, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Haircut is going to get 5. So 5, 10, 15, and 25 is 35. So we can add that in, adding in 5. So we're at 35 for a haircut. Subscriptions I completed last time, so it should have 200, so it does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it again, but I'm going to do it for a $5 each time. So I will take this to the bank shortly, and I'll color in. Can't see that, so let's just color it in. Can't really see that either, but it is what it is. You can definitely see it's been done. So yeah, that is going to be started off with a $5 again. So it actually currently has 205 in that one. Work gifts fund. So this one is not getting anything, but I did take some money out of it. So I took €20 so far for like a Secret Santa gift for work. And I think I'll probably end up taking another like 15 to 20 out because our limit was €30, I think, or 35. So yeah, potentially I have something got, and I'm going to make something, but I'm also going to get like one other like kind of like a jokey little present. So by the time I like get the stuff to make and buy the joke present, it could be like another 15 to 20 euros, but I have no issues with that. So 20, 30, 40, 45 in that one, and it is not getting anything this week. I still didn't clean off this one, but Nights Out is going to get €5 this week. So I'll just put like a little tick on the ones that I've done. And I'm going to give it a 5, so that has 10. And then, okay, saving for a treat. So this one was, I took €120 out of here. So I'll tell you exactly what I did. I ordered some bits from Budget with Ira on Etsy. I ordered some vinyl from Cash Cushion Budgets, or Omar, if anyone knows Omar. And I booked a flight to Manchester to go to the Christmas markets, and I paid for an Airbnb there. So all of that came up to €120. So I still had €20 left. So I'm going to add in 5 this week to that. So 5, 10, 15, €25. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'll clean this off and I'll start it again, but it has €25 in the saving for a treat. And then moving on, so one thing I do want to focus on this like year/month is my house. So I'm going to put in €25 this week. So 20 and 5, and add that in here. So 30th of the 11th plus 25. So that should be 1705. And let's check. So it has 1,600 already in the bank, and then 20, 40, 60, 81, so 1,705. Amazing. So that is correct. And then we are moving on to the sinking funds binder. So we are going to start with the rock, paper, scissors one. So I'm going to roll a dice and see what I'm giving myself. So I'll usually give myself 50 quid. So I've got a rock, which I can't do because it's already done. I got a rock again. Lads, come on. Oh my god, what's that, like 5 in a row? Woo! Scissors. And rock again. Lads. Scissors, so 30 quid. So I can cross off 2 of these. Actually, €30. I'm going to cheat and do one of each, because I can do what I want. So it's going to be €25. And then 25 is, I don't know where I put my little envelope. I think it's in it. Where did I put it? I'll leave it at the back there for now, for my travel envelope. It's around here somewhere. Anyway, so €25 is going to go into rock, paper, scissors, which has 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 150, and it already has 250 in the bank. So 450 in the bank. Fucking hell. €550 in that one. So I am going to bring in this for now. So this was the mini Mondays that I was doing, and I needed to finish off 2 of these. So everything was done. That was completed, that was completed, that was completed, that was completed, that was not completed. So this, I'm going to add in 5 to complete this, but I'll swap that for 20. Actually, I don't have a 20, so I'll swap it for 2 10s. So say that one is done. I'll take out those little. And then this one, I'm just going to do the same thing. Put in 5. And I hope that, I think I've accounted for it in my budget this week. So I'll reallocate these shortly. But yeah, moving on. So I've taken €10 out of that. So I can potentially take it from spending if I need to, but I'll come back to it. So Hoot Loot I may come back to. Pixel Perfect. Okay, so I'm working on this from my spending money for travel. So I need to roll one of these dice. 4, so I'm going to get 4, which is 8. So travel is going to get €12 this week, which is fantastic. So I can put this 8 in here, which means there's €30 in here now, because it had 22. Nope, it had 24. So there's actually €32. I'm actually all over the place, aren't I? Fucking hell. Moving to Pixel Perfect. So I want to get a 1 and a 2 anyway. And so 1 and a 2. So that's 2 so far. And then I need a 1 and a 4. 1, and that was a 2 that sneakily came up. I'm gonna just put this on since it came off. This is very frustrating, but very satisfying at the same time. Because I've got my like concentration face on. Anyway, that was Pixel Perfect Aquarius. So I am going to take this and I'll go for this one here and see what it is. So we are a star this week, which means it's only €5. So I can add in 5 to that. So that one now has 15. Glow Up Your Savings is going to get €10. So, which means I can finish this one. So it should have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. What? I'm actually doing that completely arse-wise. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Yeah, so that is completed. So I will start a new one of them next week. Okay. Funhouse Diamonds. This week we are doing a 10. So I can add that in and colour in the next diamond for the Caro Cash Challenge. So Funhouse Diamonds has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, and 100 in the bank already. So 230 in that one. I think that is everything for this binder. I may come back to it if I need to. Moving on to the monthly challenges. So I finished November, which I actually forgot to cross off. So November has been completed. And it's actually in there. And I'm working on December. So I'm going to put in 15 this week. So each is 2. So I can go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4. And then I'll do like half of that one. And then next week I'll finish that one off. So that has 15 now in the monthly challenges. So what have I left? So €50, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. And I'm going to just take this in here as 45. Because it shouldn't have been in that health envelope. Okay, moving into travel then. And I'm going to go into Passport to Success. And I am putting in €10 in here. So I'll pop in €10 and that one can go into here. So that has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40 and 50. So €90 in Passport to Success. Okay. I also realized this is vinyl I got from Omar at Cash Cushion Budgets, and I noticed it's elastic because if you like heat it, like it changes color. Because I was like, what is happening? What did I do to the vinyl? I was like, I don't remember it being that light. So it's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm very easily entertained. That is getting €50 for India. Again, I'm like a child. I'm so just like, ooh, what's that over there? Something shiny. Anyway, 51, 52, 50 and 500. So 750. And I had like a kind of like a come to Jesus moment the other day where I was like, oh my God, it is like 12 weeks until I go to India. So I really need to get a start on with that one. Okay, what have I left? 10, 15, 25, 35. So I'm going to go back to here and go to Hoot Loot and roll one of these and see what I get. So 3. So odd is 5, so I can add in 5 to that one. So let's color them in this way altogether. So 3 was done. So that's the first 3. So okay. So I have €30 left. Let's go in here, and each case is going to be 10. So let's add 10 to travel, and let's just color in a red suitcase. And I feel like this will be just handy travel savings to have. So let's pop that into the travel fund. And then for accommodation, I'm going to do them as 10 each as well. And I won't put anything in there this week for that one though. So the last €20 I'm going to put into the challenge box. And color in one of these 20s. See, this is what this is really handy for now. Jamming that in. So cross off another 20 on the challenge box. So that is it for another cash stuffing video. Apologies, it was a bit all over the place because I kind of didn't... I had it planned out, but I just kind of also went a bit rogue on it. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I will chat you in my next video, and hopefully in my next video I'll have by next weekend I'll have the new envelopes done. And I'm going to take a break from the mini Mondays for December. Mainly because I don't have any challenges yet. So I have ordered some, like I said, from Budget with Ira. But the way I've ordered them, I've actually ordered them to be delivered to my Airbnb when I do go to Manchester next month. So once I get them, I'll do my mini Mondays starting again in January. But for now, thank you so much for watching, everybody. And I will see you in my next video. Have a great week and happy December. Take care. Bye.